So when the pandemic hit, I was struggling on where to go. Everything was closed.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into a relationship.
Hold up.
Yeah. Got a relationship because of finally. This was in Loma Linda. This was way before I went home. I was in Loma Linda, started to stay for like 7 months. I was able to finally got into a relationship after a long time because just a little background.
It was not public at all.
Yeah, this is not public, but podcast if you're listening. I was stuck in the US, was able to find, I was in a relationship because the whole time wasn't able to be in a relationship because I'm always traveling, very itinerant. Imagine being in 50 countries the past 4 or 5 years. And like, who wants to be with you? And so when after a year or so, or after 7 months, I went to Turkey. I went to all these places, and then my relationship just went crashing down just because I traveled too much.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, sad. But anyways, I don't know why I went to the relationship thing, but because we're starting.
You don't know?
Yeah. After a year, I was stuck in the house, and I fell in love again. Ooh. Fell in love. And this lady, she's from the US.
After one relationship, fall in love again.
Yeah, it's the process. Really, like
I just want to process.
Yeah, how that
Jasper
happens.
fell in love.
Yeah, really like into this girl, and then decided to go to the US to meet this person finally.
Just to be clear, the girl is in the US.
She's in the US, and it's like an online thing. And I believe it's called 90-day fiance. I'm joking. It's not that. Then as soon as I got into the US, I was stopped by the immigration. I had a little long hair then. And I told them, they told me, what do you do? I was like, I'm a pastor. I travel a lot. They're like, how do you afford to travel in 50 countries for the past 3 years? Your passport has been stamped all over. Who supports you? I was passed around 15 different immigration officers. I was counting 10 to 15. Technically, what they're telling me is, you look poor, you shouldn't be able to travel.
You do not look like a pastor at all.
Yeah, you don't look like a pastor at all. You have long hair and all that. After like 10 hours of interrogation, they told me, we won't let you go.
Okay.
They actually gave me an option, right? I might be in trouble by telling you guys this, but they gave me an option. They said, okay, you fight this, or if you lose, we'll ban you from coming to the US for 10 years.
Over 10
years.
Okay. Not for life.
Yeah, not for life. And I was like, okay, what's the other option? You accept the verdict and you sign a waiver that you accept this, then you go home.
Okay. And then you can reapply.
And then you can reapply when you get home. They were like, you can reapply and all that kind of stuff. And I remember being put in a room filled with a bunch of people with handcuffs. And I was like, man, I feel like a criminal, and I was escorted. This guy was testing me if I'm really a pastor. So he was dropping me any Bible verses. And he was like, okay, if you're a pastor, what's 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 17? And I'm like, well, I don't have a Bible with me. I was like, well, I thought you were a pastor. Dude, I don't memorize the Bible. But he was like testing me if I'm really a pastor. And I remember that. But, props to the U.S. immigration. They were like asking me, what food do you prefer? I was like, what do you have? They gave me a menu.
So
and
you were well fed.
I'm a vegan, a vegetarian. Well fed. So thank you. Thank you, immigration, even though you treated me like a,
like a criminal.
Like a criminal. But thank you for feeding me. And I remember this guy, and he told me, I'm not allowed to do this, but I'll give you a hotspot. So he gave me a hotspot. And I sent a message to this girl. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I would love to meet you, but unfortunately, I won't be able to go there and see you. And it's not just about this girl, by the way. I also have like a project there in the US.
But it's mostly
because of her. So if you're listening to this,
whoever you are, miss, you're beautiful. It's not you. It's Jasper.
It's me. So yeah. Anyways, I was there. I remember in the airplane, man. That was the longest 16-hour flight of my life. And they didn't even give me my phone. I was not allowed to have my phone the whole time. I only gave it when I was in the Philippines. So I was like, dude. And I was really struggling with the course of my life because all I do is travel. And now I couldn't travel. And this is just a little advice, and I'm not supposed to be in this situation giving you advice if you're single. If you like someone, just go meet that person, or else if you just fall in love through messages, you start castle building. And you're like have this expectation that this person is and all that. And as soon as that plan gets stopped, you get heartbroken because you have all these plans already. You're like, oh, this is person this and that. I would have done this. But no. Man, this podcast has gone haywire.
Congratulations, your visa has been approved. Welcome to Beyond the Passport. Fasten your seatbelts as we journey together around the world.